Good afternoon, everyone. How are we? Hope you're well. This is the third time I've tried to record this video, and I've been interrupted. So, fingers crossed you might get through this one. First of all, how is everyone? Happy Monday. Thank you to everyone who's liked and subscribed over the weekend, all the new viewers. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the OGs. You know who you are. You're always in the comments. We always have a chat. Thank you to you guys as well for sticking around. It means the world. Thank you also to, as always, Joe Stunner Boxing. If you're not subscribed, which you probably are, subscribe now to Joe Stunner Boxing class channel. Also, if you're not subscribed to G-Man, which you are, obviously, go and subscribe to G-Man as well. Right, that's all the pleasantries out of the way. We'll try and get through this video without interruption. Busy weekend of boxing, wasn't it? A bit of a treat for us all. I think one of the biggest talking points for me this weekend was Matthew Macklin's Mullick stroke sort of Premier League footballers Barnet, complete with Alice band and a lot. Very fly, Matthew, very fly. Right, to the fights. Ball against Dog Bay. Nick Ball, I seriously like him, have done since the start. Everything he does is very, very polished. That's a kid who has lived in the gym every moment he can, perfecting everything. Hours in front of the mirrors, hours on the bags, hours in front on the pads. Yeah, really good stuff. He's so controlled. He's always in positions in the ring that he wants to be in. He's very rarely made to be somewhere that he's uncomfortable. Uses the shoulder roll well, the old sort of almost a Philly defense, which is not a good tactic to use if you're not good at it. It's very dangerous. He does it really, really effectively. I think he pretty much controlled that fight. And Dog Bay was there. He was live, wasn't he? He wasn't just there to take it out. He was perfectly live. So really good performance. Ball did get caught pulling out high. I think it was round 2 or 3. He got caught with a hook around the back as he was just coming up with his head high. And then there was the knockdown, which I think Victor Lockman got correct. If you watch it in the replay, the Dog Bay's forearm bounces off Ball's shoulder, and that's where most of the impact is. And then he sort of lands with this part of the glove rather than the full knuckle part of the glove on the head. And his head doesn't move at all on the impact. So depending on what way you view that, it's a knockdown in the sense that, yes, if the shot hadn't landed, he wouldn't have been on the floor. But his feet were also a little bit off when that hit the shoulder as well. But it was never a effect to the head. He never lost control of his senses. He was never scrambled. He wasn't down in that sense. So, yeah. But just a really good performance. Yeah, Nick Ball can go on, can't he? For how young he is in the game, he's very complete. So, yeah, best wishes. I think he can go on and do really good stuff. Kind of a little bit opposite to that in terms of finesse, shall we say, was the Bentley versus Heaney, which was a fantastically entertaining scrap. It was almost like Bentley had been told before and he wasn't allowed to move his head. Otherwise he'd lose a point, because he didn't have any head movement or very little upper body movement from the start. He looked like someone who was chained to a lamppost by their neck. That's how much head movement Bentley had. Congratulations to Heaney, though. What a great fella. There's a wonderful interview with him post-fight on Boxing Social, which is pretty good. He's a nice guy, isn't he? What's he been a pro like 3 years or something? He was a teacher before that. Yeah, what a lovely fella. Brings a massive support from Stoke, so he's going to get a show in Stoke, isn't he? And he deserves it. It was a great card, that. Look, I jump on Frank regularly because there are things to jump on, aren't there? But I've got to give Frank credit for that card. That was fantastic. Long, though, if you were there, because you had a lot of fights that went the distance on that, but you got your money's worth. You can't complain, can you? And then the other big prospect from the weekend, who's sort of the rising star, is Adam Azim, isn't it? How good do you think Adam Azim can be? How far do you think he can go? He's another one who is, and he's been better than the level of all his opposition so far. That's how it goes when you're a prospect on the way up. But he's always in the positions he wants to be. He's never pressured. He's always the one applying the pressure. He does have a habit, I don't know if you've noticed, he does lead in sometimes, hanging his chin over his front foot, and it's unprotected, which he could maybe have to watch that as he moves up in class, because that, he's a little bit open there. But he's with Shane McGuigan. Shane McGuigan's a great trainer, very underrated trainer, isn't he, Shane McGuigan? I'm a big fan of Shane McGuigan. Yeah, so Adam Azim, let me know. How good is Adam Azim going to be? Is that European champion in 11 fights? Was Spencer Oliver 11 fights as well, I believe? I might be wrong. I'm sure you will correct me if I am. The fans do correct you in this game if you're wrong, don't they? Rightly so. The other, I suppose the other big talking point wasn't sort of fight related, was it? It was Frank Warren on IFL doing quite an animated interview, and then he called Adam Cattrall in, didn't he? And does Frank just believe his own spin then? Because he called that, it's almost suicidal to call Adam Cattrall in, because Adam Cattrall then presented him with a load of facts which were kind of indisputable, and Frank just unravelled a bit. Just weird by Frank Warren. It provides entertainment, if nothing else, doesn't he? Yeah, superb. What have we got this weekend? We've got Cameron Taylor 2 this weekend, haven't we? So I'll do a sort of a build up or a round up to that. I can't see anything other than repeat there, can you? Cameron's just a bit too good, bit too big, bit too strong, in my eyes. A bit of a case of, when some fighters just have another fighter's number. A bit like in the case of Tyson Holyfield, same kind of thing when Holyfield just had his number. That'll be it for today. I shall see you all probably tomorrow or the day after. Thank you all again. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.